Hello, hello, hello. This is Gokino Pokemeso saying hello, hello, hello. My last video got cut short. What happened was that company that I was expecting showed up earlier than I was expecting. I had hoped to get in 2, maybe 3 sessions, so about 30 to 45 minutes of gameplay. But that did not happen. So here we are, back at character creation. Now this time around, I've decided to give my character a proper name. So Soulfire would basically be a nickname that he'll earn along the way as he becomes a Paliden. Different name, but he's still the same character. Alright, here we are, character creation. Quick rundown of stats. You have strength. Determines how hard and heavy you hit people. It's how much damage you do with every hit. It also helps determine your total hit points or health points. Intelligence helps to determine your ability in casting spells. Also helps to determine your mana points. Agility is a measure of your character's ability to move, their flexibility, avoid being hit, and it's also helps determine their stamina. Vitality is a measure of how long they can stay in a fight, so it affects both health points and stamina points, which is what makes it so useful in building up all your other abilities. In the past, I've put all my skill points into luck just because that's the hardest one to level up. But the thing is, with low vitality, but you can't do anything for most of the day because you use up all your stamina and all your hit points so quickly, and you're just stuck resting for the entire day. So yeah, vitality is definitely the better way to go. Now, luck is an interesting one. I'm honestly not sure how to level it up. It's rather difficult to level up. I think it has to do with monster spawning and loot drops, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Weapon use is a measure of your character's ability to strike at the enemy, so how often he's actually hitting the enemy. Parry is your ability to block and deflect an enemy's strikes coming at you. Dodge is your ability to avoid being hit. Stealth is your ability to get around unnoticed, whether it's through the forest, avoiding monsters, or in somebody's house, avoiding the residents, or avoiding that goon of the sheriffs, which you'll meet shortly. Pick locks. It helps you to open doors, helps you to open chests, open locked drawers in a desk, basically getting to places you're not supposed to. As a future Paliden, I will not be using these 2 abilities. I take on my enemies head on, and I don't go breaking and entering and stealing things. Not that these things are evil, but it's more chaotic good as opposed to lawful good. My character follows the rules. Throwing, primarily used for hitting enemies with stones or knives before they actually get to you in battle, and it helps to do damage. Climbing, exactly as it says, helps you to climb trees, to climb walls, to climb rocks, and whatever else needs to be climbed. Magic helps determine spell power and mana, kind of like intelligence. So I've already allocated all my skill points. So health points, pretty standard. When you hit health point, You lose health points whenever a character hits you and does damage. And when your health points hit 0, you're dead. Stamina points. Stamina points are spent every time you do something. So, you run, you lose stamina. You fight, you lose stamina. You work, you lose stamina. You practice with a weapons master, you lose stamina. Which is why I find it very important to max that one up. Magic points, which is just another way of saying mana points. It's how much spell energy you have. Every spell cast costs a certain number of mana points. When you run out, you can't cast anything. But as a fighter / paladin, I don't need to worry about that. So, let's start the game. Hey, you get a point just for walking into the city. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. Standing one is rather large and ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you.
Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again.
Yeah, I had no problem getting here.
It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town.
Well, again, I got here without a problem.
I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around with these late snows. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here.
Hero? Huh. My reputation precedes me. I'm an aspiring hero, as you can tell by my stylish cape. You know, only heroes wear stylish capes.
I'm Sheriff Skulch Meisterson, and this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. What do you call yourself?
I call myself Yardar.
Good luck in your quest, Yardar.
You know, nobody ever calls you by your name, which is annoying. Because it's part of role-playing. Since this isn't a case of voice acting, there's no reason for them not to use your name. It just takes a wee bit of editing. So, who's this guy with the yo-yo? There's more than a hint of ogre about this strange and bulky character. He seems cheerful enough, though. Skulch appears to be an affable old coot, content to smoke his pipe. There's a hardness behind his eyes. However, that gives you reason to believe that he's no pushover. Okay, Mr. Sheriff. Tell me about yourself.
I am Sheriff Skulch Meisterson, and this is Otto von Goon, my assistant.
I do remember you saying that. So, tell me about Otto von Goon.
Otto is a big help to me,
The sheriff tells you.
He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them.
Lovely. Don't worry, I'll be staying on his good side. I'm an aspiring paladin. It took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. Oh, so he only sometimes kills them. Nice. But again, not a problem for me. Ask about hero.
You'll need to talk to the Baron about that. Or go ask Wolfgang down at the Guildhall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero. Well, we could surely use one around here. What, with all the brigands and all? You know.
Who's this Wolfgang?
Wolfgang, down at the Guildhall, is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them.
Ask about Guildhall.
The Guildhall is in the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go.
Ask about monsters.
The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them.
Yes, I remember you saying that. But what's this problem with brigands?
There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear.
Ask about robbery? Without a T?
There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear.
People in this town do have a tendency of repeating themselves. So what can you tell me about the mountains?
You should know, you came down from there.
No, actually my game started when I walked through the front door. I just sort of teleported in. But I'll find out eventually. Tell me about this town.
Just walk around, find out for yourself.
Thank you. Ask about the inn. I see you have an inn down there.
Go talk to the innkeeper. He'll help you out there.
Yes. Thank you. Ask about... Well, do you have any prisoners?
It's simple. When someone breaks the law, we catch them. We hold them prisoner.
You're just a wealth of information. Thank you. The sheriff office doubles as a jail for the town and hang out for the sheriff and the goon. The sign of the scissors above the door, along with the striped pole, indicates might contain a barber shop. There appears to be a note on the barber shop. There are signs over each of the buildings informing you of their purpose. It's not what I asked. Read the note. There's a sign on the door of the barber shop informing whomever reads it. The barber is out to lunch. The door is locked. Okay. Well, this is all the time I have for this session. So this is Gugino Bocameso saying, please stay tuned. We'll be right back.